If you've ever been on the internet, you've seen that the love for resellers and flippers alike is enormous. I jest, it's like murderers, serial killers, and then us for some reason. Which is why today we are debunking the myths and explaining why Goodwill and thrift stores actually need resellers to survive. We're gonna be debunking myths like, are resellers taking from the needy? Are thrift stores running out of items? Are resellers making thrift stores raise their prices? Goodwill, a struggling charity barely making ends meet. See, we need to know how thrift stores actually work. Thrift stores are drowning in donations. They're basically an episode of Hoarders, but for profit. Thrift stores, especially Goodwill, receive tons of donations, like literal truckloads every single day. Not all of it gets to the floor, some of it is trash, like stained mattresses, pillows, etc. Huge amounts of it never even sells and gets sent to clearance centers, landfills, or overseas. Which leads us into myth number 1. Thrift stores are running out of stuff because of resellers. This is simply not true. Thrift stores actually have too much stuff. They don't have the space to keep it all, and if items don't sell fast, they actually get dumped.
Like literal truckloads they're getting in right here. Like every single day, they're getting tons of truckloads of stuff that get sent in through here. Not including the people who are donating on this side of the wall. Bunch of trucks always come in with a bunch of stuff. Like there's literally like 3 trucks right here. So the notion that Goodwill is running out of stuff, clearly they have a lot.
Thrift stores want fast turnover. If items sit too long, that equals lost money. Resellers help clear shelves, making room for new donations. Whether it's for-profit stores like Savers, more sales equals more money, or non-profits like Goodwill and Deseret Industries, more sales equals more funding for their job program, training, and other initiatives. Resellers are consistent customers who buy a lot once and keep thrift stores running. Myth number 2, resellers are taking from the needy. I think the best place to start with this is actually what Goodwill's mission is. I think a lot of the confusion and anger from people comes from the fact that they don't actually know what Goodwill's mission actually is. Goodwill's mission is to provide employment, education, and skill building opportunities to people around the world. A lot of what they do is actually giving jobs to people with disabilities and other people alike. They're super big on education and training. Say, if you're trying to get a job, they have training programs to help you get employment somewhere else. And a lot of the times, they just provide jobs for people to work in their stores. Sorry, the noise in here was a little loud, but this is the Job Connection program located inside of most major Goodwills. They help the community with things like job leads and referrals, resume and cover letter assistance, access to the computer and internet, and a whole lot more. For more information, I'll leave the link down below in the description in case you'd like to learn more about it. And especially here in South Florida, the Goodwill's mission, and I want to read it from their website. At Goodwill South Florida, we provide job training, supported employment, skilled workforce placement, and life-changing services for people with disabilities and other barriers to work. I think when people hear nonprofit, they automatically think homeless or people in need, which is definitely true, and there's a lot of nonprofits for that. That's simply not Goodwill's mission. The reality is most people in need don't need vintage t-shirts or vintage Pyrex bowls. Thrift stores are constantly restocking it, and if something is in need, like a jacket or a coat, there are separate programs for people to get those items for free. I also want to read this from their website, and they have it on their own website as a myth. Goodwill stores are only for people of low income. As they say, this is not true. Anyone can shop at Goodwill. In fact, anytime you shop at Goodwill and find a good deal for yourself, you do a great deal more for the community. Goodwill runs on the donations of the community, and we try to price all donations at fair market value. They themselves from their own website have literally said that no, Goodwill is not just for low-income people. Anyone can shop here. And by shopping there instead of retail stores, you're helping them make more money, which funds their job programs and training programs. The more you shop at Goodwills and other nonprofit thrift stores, the more you're helping their mission. Myth number 3, prices are rising because of resellers. Again, I want to read from their website. This is not coming from me. This is literally from them. The rising cost of wages, utilities, and rent have caused us, like many businesses, to have to make tough decisions and reevaluate all aspects of our business. The reality is that Goodwill operates just like a business. If they see a trend, they're going to mark those items up. Goodwill knows what Y2K means. They're marking Jenko jeans up because they know what they are now. Of course, inflation, rising wages, etc., like I mentioned before. Resellers do not control thrift store pricing. They do. Number 4 is that resellers should leave the good stuff for everyone else. First of all, good is very subjective. One person's gold mine is another person's junk. Many resellers buy niche items that most shoppers wouldn't even notice. Look, are normal people buying a Microsoft Arc touch mouse or this little jade horse, you know? I mean, maybe, but like this was probably sitting there for weeks. And again, I want to be fair here, but even on their own website, I want to read it again. Goodwill stores are only for people of low income. This is not true. Anyone can shop at Goodwill. In fact, anytime you shop at Goodwill and find a good deal for yourself, you do a great deal more for the community. I think the notion of finding something at a thrift store and having to give it to someone because they have lesser income just doesn't make sense to me. Imagine if you're in a grocery store and find $100 on the floor. Pick up the $100. Someone comes running up to you, "Hey, I have less money than you. I deserve that $100." You were in the same grocery store, you just happened to look down and were able to pick up that $100. Again, many resellers buy things that nobody would even notice. I mean, think about it. If resellers bought literally everything, the racks would be empty all the time. Honestly, a lot of the time we leave that stuff because we don't need it. It doesn't make us money. There's no point in grabbing something, and we just might as well leave it for people who actually might end up wearing it or needing it. Whatever good items resellers pick up, it's actually going to a good home for someone that is going to appreciate it whenever they buy it online. Look, in reality, this is a win-win-win situation for everybody involved. How thrift stores win, more sales equals more funding for job programs, charity, or business growth. How resellers win, they make money by curating and rehoming those items that otherwise probably would have been thrown in a landfill. Shoppers win, stores restock daily, and there are deals available every single day. So I don't know, what do you think? Are resellers good or bad for thrift stores? Have you noticed thrift store prices are going up? Is it really resellers or something else? Love for you to let me know down below. If you found any value in this video or just enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos just like this, and I will see you on the next one.